Hello everyone, I'm Tarso Veloso from Reg Resource Company, joined by my friend Jim Quinton. Jim, thank you so much for being here with us today. We're in Iowa this moment. We've been driving for 2 days looking for where the soybean crop is this year. Jim, we've been noticing a lot of variability as well, but not the same way in corn where we can see different stages. We're seeing most of the soybeans are green, and that's why we stopped here to show how the soybeans should look. Yes. And then we've been talking a lot about it, and I want to know your opinion. You said that this is one of the most delayed crops you've ever seen.
Yeah, the lateness of planting. Typically 20 days late planting doesn't make 20 days late maturity. There's a little bit like an accordion, but this year is so extreme that it's rarely showing up even now at the end of the season. We have soybeans on September 10th that have only just finally quit blossoming, and the plants are very green. This is the kind of field that you should see in this location in Iowa every September. It should already be this way. And most fields are not this far along. Most fields are still very green. They're so late. And part of the problem of lateness is you get very few nodes. This plant only has about 12 nodes. The nodes are where the pods are located. So if you have fewer nodes, as this does, you'll have fewer pods. Now the pods may be big pods, and they may have very large seeds in them, which would compensate for being fewer pods. But it should have 20 nodes. It should have these 12 plus an additional 6 or 7 more nodes and more pods, and it doesn't.
What are you noticing? We've been talking about the amount of seeds per pod.
Yeah.
Are you noticing any different trend this year that you can compare to the previous years?
I can. The pods that have 3 seeds or more are very numerous. Typically, the pods that have 3 seeds or more are only about 50% of all the pods. The other half are 2s and 1s. This year, we're having 60 to 70% are 3 beans or more, so it's elevated. It's partially compensating for the reduced number of pods from the reduced number of nodes.
Speaking about how the crop is delayed right now, and we know for all the reasons that happened during the spring, do you have any opinion on what's going to happen from here until the end of the month? We're going to see that the crops need to mature more, and they need to be more ready for harvest in October. But what do you expect regarding weather and regarding final yields from the place we are today?
This is still in recovery from the very poor start. The very poor start was very delayed planting, low growth even after it was planted. It didn't grow very fast. So it's still recovering. To this date, with the number of extra pods that have extra seeds, that's part of the recovery. They're compensating, they're producing more seeds per pod. I think we could be a little optimistic. It's a little rainy here on September 10th, which is good because the very green soybeans can really utilize the moisture. And in addition to having elevated numbers of 3 bean pods or bigger, it'll probably have bigger seed size. We won't know that for sure until it's close to harvest. But it could be part of the optimism that seed size will also be above normal. So if you get more seeds per pod and they're bigger seeds, the combination could make up for the lower number of pods.
So the outlook, if the weather cooperates, is still good, right?
Yes, here in Iowa with the rain on September 10th, this is good.
Nice.
This makes it very likely that they'll have bigger seeds, and it won't take as many seeds to make a pound.
We've been noticing we started driving to the most affected counties in a prevent plant area that they decided not to plant this year, and then we started coming in west inside Iowa, and then right now we're noticing that there is more. It seems to be more. The planting dates were more close to each other. What's your opinion on?
I think the Iowa counties, most of them, had a more successful planting experience for corn and soybeans both. And so as you drive into these Iowa counties that are farther away from the Mississippi River, farther away from the Missouri River, which are at both ends of the state of Iowa, to the middle, then you find plants with normal or closer to normal planting dates, closer to normal development as this field is, and you can probably count on having closer to the yields that were achieved in the last couple of seasons. where on the counties that are closer to the river, and particularly on the Illinois side, those yields are probably going to be some distance below what they were the last couple of years. More so for corn. Maybe the moisture in the pod situation in Illinois will draw it up. Well, we'll see. But at least there's that difference in these counties.
Nice. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching it. This is Tarso and Jim. We're going to keep driving in Iowa, and we're going to have more videos and updates soon. Thank you.